We have Aishwarya Mahadev of the Congress back. Mohan Vishwa of the BJP continues to stay with us. Aishwarya, I hope you can hear me now. I don't know if you were able to hear Mohan Vishwa, but go ahead. He basically says that the Congress has nothing better to do than play politics over a Kempegowda statue, which should be welcomed unequivocally. Go ahead, Aishwarya.
Good evening, Shiv. I think it's very ironic that Mohan Vishwa wants to preach and sit on his high horse when we've seen the BJP do politics over the death of people and also the sort of politicization you're seeing in my state. The Congress party today wants to emphatically state that today, if Bangalore is or was Garden City and boasts of so much infrastructure, there is a lot of the, let's say, the innovation and also the efforts of the successive Congress governments. And you've seen the stability that our Congress government has given you. And if you look at the letter, Shiva, what has happened today, one, let us remind the BJP that anything when it comes to Nada Prabhu Kempegowda, the initiative to rename landmarks or to rename things, whether the metro stations, even the bus stand, railway station rather, you see it was the Congress government that did it. But it cannot just be naming something. But I think the Congress government successively has stood for the rights of Kannadigas, whether it's voicing our opposition to IBPS, whether it's now opposing very strongly the fact that the language, that there's going to be a language barrier for Kannadigas when it comes to a lot of examinations, central examinations, and also the fact that Hindi imposition is a large issue. But when it comes down today, and if you look at the letter, my leadership has said something very simple. You're coming here today, the BJP, your BJP government here is showing you one thing, but please actually go on the roads of Bangalore, please actually look at the crumbling infrastructure, and please answer the fact that the man who's the biggest proponent of na khaunga, na khane dunga, has a government that is openly mired in accusations of being a 40% sarkara. Not only from the Congress side, but also from contractors associations, religious mutts, hospital associations and school associations themselves. This BJP government today may have shown Prime Minister Modi one part of Bangalore, and mind you, Shiv, the past 1 week, everybody's been gearing up trying to fill up potholes for the same purpose. But once he's gone, I think it's business back to as usual, full of corruption and absolutely
so the allegation
no
is that this
infrastructure.
is two things that the Congress is saying, Mohan Vishwa, that you can respond to. A, that this was all cosmetic. The preparations for the city are all cosmetic because the rest of Bengaluru is in a mess. Potholes have been covered. But the more important one, which even Mr. Siddaramaiah said, is, you can inaugurate all the statues you want, but which is the BJP, does not represent the true virtues of Kempegowda. And Aishwarya just listed out some examples of why she thinks that is true. Go ahead and respond.
See, Shiva, this is the problem with Congress. They are still in the same old outdated syllabus song called 40% Commission. They are singing the same old song from past 3 to 4 months, which, they are not able to produce even a single basic evidence. Like as his leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, used to scream about Rafael and Pegasus, everything in the past. Same thing is happening here also. Come on, she has to understand and she should go and see that how pathholes are being filled from past 1 or 2 months, and also how there is an issue of weather, which had an issue while filling the pathholes. Say out of 31,000 pathholes, there are 23,000 pathholes which has been filled till now from past, 2 to 3 months. So that's the number which we have. She has to go around for a city rounds and she has to see what has happened from past 1 month. Okay, even during, the climatic situation of Bangalore. So that is one part. The second part is like, as you were mentioning, or as she was mentioning about the values of Kempegowda being followed by BJP. See, I would like to ask her, what values does Congress follow till now from Kempegowda, except for the following the values of, their old legacy leader, either Nehru or Indira Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi or Rajiv Gandhi for that matter. I gave an example of Indira Canteen. Why there was a need to name that canteen as Indira Canteen? Come on, there is Mr. Siddhakanga Shri, who is instrumental in feeding lakhs together students every day for decades together. Instead of using his name for that, why did they use Indira Gandhi? It's just because there's petty politics and appeasement politics. So we have not done that. So we have taken the proper step, and we know who has contributed to a particular, the development or other things for that matter, and they have made it very clear. So we are not behind any petty politics, and we are not behind any appeasement politics like how they will do for Tipu Sultan. To take one more example, their own leader, Mr. Tanveer Seth, yesterday has mentioned that he's going to build 100 feet tall statue of Tipu Sultan in Mysore. What response they have? What is the contribution of Tipu Sultan to Mysore, or what is the contribution of Tipu Sultan to Bangalore, Karnataka for that matter?
Respond, Aishwarya.
Congress
last word. Almost out of time, Aishwarya.
Go out of appeasement politics.
One second. Shiv, I think first and foremost, the fact that he says there were 30,000 potholes and we're filling it up now is shameful in itself because of the pride he takes in with it. And the fact of the matter is, even today, a family is written saying, give us mercy killing or euthanize us because the government is so corrupt, they're not giving us, the payment that was due. And it's a couple in Shimoga. You should follow on that. But when he talks about Tipu Sultan, it is shameful now that he comes out and talks this because Jagdish Shettar back then when he was chief minister wrote a glorifying letter about who Tipu Sultan was. And let's keep the politics aside. If you look at a mere reading of history, which I think for the BJP is extremely hard to do, you remember the successive battles of sharing up Patna, and you also look at whether you like it or not, you cannot view Tipu from the prism of a religious angle, rather as a statesman. Because the minute you look at it religiously, you can see what the Maratha did to several parts of Karnataka states. There has to be a distinction there, and it is shameful that the BJP will foist this communal divisive bogey again, while they themselves, when they were power, even wrote a commemorative book about Tipu Sultan, Shiv. And I think it is absolutely shameful for Mohan Vishwa here, who has absolutely no knowledge of anything. And when he talks about Indira canteens, the Indira canteens fed the urban poor. What has the BJP government done? Forget it. You wanted to rename it, you could have renamed it. You didn't do that. You shut them down. And during COVID, you were taking payment and Aadhaar cards from people to even give them food when they were starving because you shut down everything. The BJP has no locus. They are absolutely a scam, have not stood for Kannadigas or Karnataka. And in 2023, it is going to be
closer
very, very
and closer to the election. I think, as much as India today continues to strive to keep the spotlight on the substantive issues, we are going to see more emotive issues fanned up and stirred up. The polarizing stuff in Karnataka, because that's really been the mood right from day one. And I mean literally day one, since December 31st, 2021 is when the hijab story broke, right here on India Today, and it's been non-stop polarizing headlines from the state of Karnataka. Only a few months to go. We'll have to see where the narrative actually goes. Thanks very much, Aishwarya and Mohan, for joining me.